absolutely insane. He literally has more style than you. Brother, I know we love shitting on me as like, you know, this chat's favorite thing to do. But like, I'm not going to ban that person. No, mad because true. Okay, listen, guys. Anyway, what is this? Breaking. The Ontario College of Psychologists, CP Ontario, has demanded that I submit myself to mandatory social media communication retraining with their experts for, among other crimes, retweeting Pierre Poilievre and criticizing Justin Trudeau and his political allies. It's got to be because of the CP tweet, right? Like, there's no way. It's got to be because of the CP tweet, or maybe because of this. But like, it has to be because of that. Also, people getting mad at that, people getting mad at this is so funny. It's like, dude, what do you mean? Normal people get fired for tweeting. Like, what are you talking about? Normal people who don't have like podcasts and are oil lobbyists like that, they get fired for tweeting. If they tweeted like half a fraction of the weird, awful thing that you tweet on a daily basis, you would unironically get fired from most jobs. So the fact that they're just like asking for a social media retraining, a social media retraining is definitely is you know, you're getting off light. Also, maybe they'll teach you not to write breaking on your own news on your own life. Elon put exclamation marks. He said, "It's worse than you think in Canada, Elon Musk. Regulated professionals are now terrified into silence by their respective colleges. This means they are no longer able to say what they believe to be true. And who needs that from their lawyers, physicians, or psychologists?" I don't know why. Like, when liberals get hysterical about like Twitter, like, oh my God, you know, you didn't put the Ukrainian flag in your bio. You are actually, you know, fighting against Ukraine. Like, you are on the side of Russia or something. Or when like people think like, oh man, you know, your tweets, like Elon Musk taking over Twitter is not going to be like a cybersecurity issue like what I was concerned by. But also, you know, you're not going to be able to, I'm going to keep posting through this. I don't care. Like, when people act like posting is praxis, okay? And a lot of liberals do this. It's cringe. But Republicans are doing it all the time too. And it's just as cringe. That's why I stay on anime fandom for Twitter and rarely go on politics twit. Okay, well, that's, okay. Jordan Peterson being cringe on the timeline also continues with this little thing here.
Tell you about my suit first. Maybe you care about that. Maybe you don't. The first thing you need to know is these are tiny Elon Musk heads.
This mother is literally turning into like a shitty third grade Batman villain. You know what I mean? Third rate. It's just it's very strange. Like all these like suits and stuff. Like what is he doing? My sartorial expression is that of a villain in like a comic book.
And this is a Twitter suit. In the lining here, there's a bunch of comments from Twitter about
absolutely insane. He literally has more style than you. Brother, I know we love shitting on me as like, you know, this chat's favorite thing to do. But like, I'm not going to ban that person. No, mad because true. Okay, listen, guys, just for a brief moment, imagine if I had worn this suit. What would happen? I mean, dude, the website would break down for the day, okay? I would get Cumpstered and dumpstered upon so incredibly hard, okay? Are you out of your mind, dude? Like, I wear normal that, like, a broad majority of people in fashion would be like, oh, that's a pretty solid choice. And I still get it on. This is crazy.
Comments from Twitter about another suit this company made for me. This company is LGFG. And they came to me a couple of months ago and asked me if I wanted them to make me some suits, one for each of the rules from 12 Rules for Life. And they sent a little deck of creative ideas, and they were very creative. And so I thought, well, sure, why not? And so they've been working extremely hard and extremely creatively, crazy suits. And so it's been kind of fun to wear them. Turns out I like this. I didn't think.
The company, this is the company that makes these suits. This suit in and of itself is like interesting. I'll just say it's interesting, okay? But then to tie it in with an Elon Musk tie, holy.
Not necessarily this kind of powder blue with beige, but it seems to be real nice. So.
He did a Bitcoin one too. I don't know. This is This actually assaults your senses. Like, this is inappropriate. This assaults your senses, your sensibilities. I mean, it just actually is. This is a sartorial crime. This is unironically a crime, okay? It should be prosecuted as such. People should recognize that this is unacceptable. No way. This just in. Teslarati tweets out, the IRS invites consumers to comment on the EV tax credit qualifications. And Elon Musk says, please comment on this matter. Huh. Wait a minute, Elon. What happened? I thought you didn't like government spending. Wait, hold up. How the did he build anything without big government spending? Penalized for making our SUV too mass efficient? That is bizarre. Tesla Model Y is 238 pounds too light to qualify as an SUV. How the did they this up? Solution: attach lead weights totaling 250 pounds to interior rear under trunk via hex bolts. After sale is complete for a ride free of charge. First service remove said weights. I mean, how did you not do this? 6,000 pounds? That's insane, by the way. I'm surprised it's under 6,000 pounds considering it has battery, which makes it so goddamn heavy. Like the Lyric being over 6K, but still not counting as an SUV, so there might be another issue. Also, the 7-seat Model Y qualifies, but the 5-seat doesn't. If all crossovers count as SUVs, they now have new regulations applied. I mean, a lot of that regulation is also stupid, for the record. Every car looks like this thanks to a gigantic regulatory loophole. If you haven't already abandoned Twitter, you've probably seen some tweets going around featuring a particularly bleak image of gaggle of crossovers and SUVs from every car maker on the U.S. market. In the eyes of U.S. vehicle regulation, modern automobiles can be broadly divided into two categories, passenger and non-passenger automobiles. This distinction becomes ridiculous, as Jason Kavissa explained on Road and Track a few years back. An automobile becomes a non-passenger vehicle if it's designed to transport more than 10 passengers, i.e. a bus, if it has temporary living quarters, an RV, or if it has an open cargo bed, pickup trucks. If it's got cargo space greater than passenger volume, any large cargo hauling vehicle or the big one, it's capable of off-highway operation. Definitions were written in the 60s. The secondary reason why cars have become larger and larger, if you're wondering, is also the cafe. It's the newer regulation, not just the 1960s one, right? Cafe standards are the reason why they have why trucks have gotten larger and larger and larger and larger. Whereas like originally trucks themselves were not as large. If you look at like pickup trucks all around the planet, or if you look at pickup trucks in America that are older, they're significantly smaller. The first hurdle is that it merely needs four-wheel drive or a gross vehicle weight of larger than 6,000 pounds. This also opens it up to additional tax benefits. Like there's a write-off that a lot of people use. If it's over 6,000 pounds, it can be qualified as a work vehicle. That's why a lot of people get like the G-Wagons and shit like that, and then write it off in its entirety as a work vehicle. But there are additional legal issues when you do that, for the record. If you ever get into a car accident, as a matter of fact, if you have farmers use this, yes, it's literally designed for farmers. It's not designed for living in Los Angeles, California. Automakers love making vehicles that fit the non-passenger category. The segment has looser requirements for